Doctor Who Season 11, Episodes 21 to 26, titled Planet of the Spiders. Now, the problem with this story, that this is the final story of the Third Doctor, right? We're at the end. Took me a while to go through the Third Doctor's era. Took me a bit, which is an understatement. But we got there. And watching this 6-part story kind of fits into the tone and the theme of what I feel and felt with the Third Doctor's era, which is this. You have a 4-part story getting switched into 6. That's what Planet of the Spiders is. It just drags. It drags and 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 go. It stretches so much to the point you're just like, why? Like, I know it's probably budget reasons, but like, this is a story that could work as 4. I mean, it's a chase. If you think about it, it's a chase story about this blue crystal. That, hey, the Doctor has got this blue crystal that he found. 4 was harmless. There's like 6 billion of these, but it turns out that these spiders, these alien spiders, want to get this blue crystal. So they mind control, and well, I don't want to say mind control, but it's like, it's like half mind control. But anyway, a human villain to get the blue crystal. And I will say this, the first 40 minutes flew by. It was like, okay, this is good pacing. But then, when the flippin' chase happens, and it's one of those chase scenes where you go, okay, we're going to go on the road, then we're going to go in the sky, and then we'll go onto the sea, right? But it drags on. It really drags on. It's like we are trying to switch out for time. We're switching out for time here. We couldn't just make a 2-episode story somewhere, but, we just have to switch it out. And then you have scenes after that chase scene that just repeats itself. Like, how many times is his friends going to say, that our villain's friend, our human villain friends, basically go and say, where's he gone? Is he going to come back? Because it happened twice in the span of 5 minutes, of a 5-minute gap. And look, maybe because I'm watching it in one go versus, week by week. So, there's that. That's a whole concept. That's true. So for me, I'm like, oh my god, why are you having this? But in reality, it's not needed. And that you got the alien spiders have ruled a planet for humans, and they're not, the Wakros. These spiders, they're not giant, huge, half human, half spider thing. It's they're just regular spiders. Just regular spiders that you could crush with your boot. They're sure they have literacy powers and sure they have mind control powers, but at the same time, I'm like, guys, it's not that threatening. I mean, look, anytime that the spiders start talking, definitely when there's more than one.
Friend? A 2-leg dares to claim friendship with the 8-legs, the noble ones?
He means no harm, O Queen, and it is true that he has served us well.
Very well. His reward will be to serve us further.
Not as threatening as you may think. When the spiders are talking, I'm like, that's all you do. It's like, I don't feel threat. And also, I get it, it's 1970s, and we get it. Doctor Who does a little bit of goofiness when it comes to the show, but this might just be a little bit too goofy. I would throw a Wakros, the Wakros from the One-Way Bride, than this, because they just look like regular spiders. They just look like regular spiders. By the way, you want to play a game of shit that doesn't age well? So we have a character in this that halfway through the story, he is clearly mentally challenged. And how they are betraying him.
What are you doing here? Spying? Is that it?
I spy. That's a nice game. I spy with my little eyes.
Can't you read?
Tommy's learning to read. My mum bought me a book.
Might not be the greatest. And then the line that Sarah Jane says, because he the blue crystal, because he has found the blue crystal, that he has cured his mental illness, right? And Sarah Jane bumps into him and says,
Hey, Tommy, you're normal. You're just like everybody else.
Sarah, we know what you mean. We know what you mean, but normal might not be the right word, okay? Maybe you're cured. You don't have it anymore. Maybe those are the better words than to say,
Hey, Tommy, you're normal. You're just like everybody else.
when it comes to the final, say, 10 minutes, right? The final episode where, there's the hinting of regeneration. There's hinting on, to be fair, it's, 5 years between the concept of the first, between the war games and now. So the concept of regeneration is a really high concept, right? So you have to reintroduce it. So what you do is have our Time Lords, who ain't named Master because sadly the actor passed away, and they naturally didn't feel like they needed to recast him yet. So they introduce this brand new character who's clearly meant to be a Time Lord. And I'm like, okay, that's the interesting thing. Pilots being other Time Lords, that's not a bad way to go. But I'm watching, and you have the Doctor realizing, okay, I might die. I might die if I turn this crystal to the Queen Spider. And I'm like, this is pretty good. This is a really good thing. The final goodbye, the final confidence, the final talk between Sarah Jane and the Doctor before he goes into TARS. And by the way, how did he die? I know. How did the third Doctor die again? Did I miss something? Did I miss something that the third Doctor died from? What? A explosion? Mind control? Go for the time vortex? What? Or is he just walk in, he's dead, the end? Insert, we generate into the fourth. How? How did this, unless I missed something. Because I would say this, the actual conversation that he has with the spider, and then he's in the cave, for 1974 standards, that ain't bad. That's not bad effect of here's this massive spider, because you got the Queen Spider who's huge and massive and that whole thing. And then you have the Doctor's this tiny big. I'm that's not, that, I wouldn't be sure, back in 1974, that was probably a really good effect. And that. But yeah, I just, watching this, it's one of the situations where you're just there's this issue, this issue, they're switching the story, and maybe it's once again, I'm pointing a modern day lens. It's a whole different ball game with it. But when it comes to it, it just feels absolute. I just you thought this was a good send off? Really?